into turn one for the first time this weekend for these drivers. And they're wide open already up the racetrack. Matt DiBenedetto in the 21, that yellow 21, trying out the PJ1 early. Brad Keselowski taking advantage of a great start. He jumps up to second.
And that move by Matt DiBenedetto in that 21 does gain him a couple spots. We'll see if he gets in line. Pretty organized at the front. 3 cars in a row and then a couple rows of 2 wide.
It's been a crazy 72-hour red flag situations. Beautiful sight right here. Clint Bowyer, Jimmy Johnson up front, and green flags back out in Texas.
Scattered start, isn't it, guys? Back there about 10th, about the 7th or 8th row, nobody's pulled up.
I don't think anybody wants to be up there. I think that's just patience, Jeff. You talked about the risk. Look how tight that second lane is, Jeff. Purposely staying out of that dark area. Big wiggle by Jimmy Johnson up top.
Close to the wall there for the 48 of Jimmy Johnson as he exited 2.
Now, you don't want to be 3 wide. We just talked about that. Afraid to be in that traction compound. Jimmy Johnson wisely found a way to get single file.
That car right behind him, a little hard to recognize for me, but that's the number 9, black and dark pink Hooters car for Chase Elliott. That's his teammate. I think kind of lifted a little bit, let Jimmy Johnson get his car corrected, get back single file.
Up front, Bowyer, Eric Jones, Martin Truex Jr., Joey Logano, Jimmy Johnson, Chase Elliott, Ryan Blaney, Brad Keselowski, Kyle Busch, William Byron, all inside the top 10.
You can see that 2 car, how low he is, right? Think about the difference between that and what we saw on Sunday when this race started. Brad would have been up in that black part of the racetrack. He don't want to go there. He's afraid to go there, so he's really pinching that 18 car off.
And you see William Byron. He says, I like the bottom. I'm going to turn left in that 24. Oh, Brad comes right down, blocks the 24, has him get out of the gas. For that reason, the 8 turns to the inside of him. We've seen that lead to accidents here when someone has to check up.
Yeah, that took all the air off of that 24 car of William Byron. It had to get completely out of the gas. William now in that second lane, making it work.
Up the track.
And the 42 slides, tags the 43. Bubba Wallace back into traffic, and the outside wall caution comes out.
Heavy damage to the 43. You saw it live. Started with a little stack up. The 42 got loose in front of the 11 as they stack up off the corner.
Heavy damage to the 42 as well. This ground is so wet.
11 got a back of him, turned him down into us. No,
look at that damage right there. We talked about it. We saw an Xfinity car go through the grass all the way back on Saturday. No real issue because the grass was dry, saturated, and look at the damage from Matt Kenseth. Oh, the 22 is right on the rear bumper of the 19. You're going to see the 19 surge ahead.
Clint Bowyer stays right on his door as they work through 1 and 2.
I think this end of the racetrack they're coming to now, I think Martin feels much better about the outside lane down here. Yeah, got those right sides on that traction compound. It's stuck that time. He's got a little forward momentum down the front straightaway. This is the end of the racetrack where he wants to get right on that door of the 14 car. Pull the air off that spoiler.
Martin Truex Jr. actually.
Yep, there was. See the little wiggle from the 14 car. But Martin way up the racetrack. Go again, trying to get it right on that door. Martin Truex Jr. just trying so hard. Pull the air off the back of that 14 car. Now where's Eric Jones going to go? He's going to decide to push Clint Bowyer. That really pushes Clint out in front of Martin right here. Big advantage right there for Clint.
1 lap to go in stage 1. And again, points paid at the end of stage 1 and stage 2.
Well, Clint Bowyer has a little bit of gap in this final lap, and this is why. Here's the block on board with Martin Truex Jr. He gets a run. He keeps moving left. Bowyer keeps, look at the solid white line. That's the bottom of the backstretch. He enters so straight. And a lap car on the outside, Jeff, that could have been catastrophic for the 19. I know he lost time, but a great job not making it worse.
He was hanging on. Clint Bowyer going to make it happen here, though.
Wins his 4th stage of 2020 and first at Texas. Clint Bowyer gets the green and white checkered flag. As the green comes back out, Martin Truex Jr. on the outside, Ryan Blaney on the inside of row 1.
I learned an important lesson one day, Rick. Don't say whoa. Jeff Gordon said, you know, whoa sounds like go, and we were all wrecked in the second lane.
We'll see if Martin Truex Jr. can make this outside lane work. This is the third time he started on the outside. Hasn't been able to get the lead from there yet.
How about the three of Austin Dillon back from the second row? Made the playoffs. I would say overperformed and impressed in the first round. Was unable to continue through, but has done a nice job. Got a win this season. We're on board the roof for the Coca-Cola cam right here.
Yeah, his win came right here at Texas Motor Speedway.
You didn't mind waiting to Wednesday then, probably?
Not a surprise to see Austin Dillon up here inside the top 4 right now.
Imagine that, Clint Boyer and Martin Truex together again.
You don't think Truex is going to be wide, do you?
They're tired of seeing each other, I think.
Isn't that how it is, though, Jeff? The same people. You race with the same people, it seems like, every lap.
Final lap. Kyle Busch out front by 1.2 seconds over Martin Truex Jr. Then it's Bowman, Keselowski, Blaney, Bell, Austin Dillon, Clint Boyer, Ricky Stenhouse Jr., Kevin Harvick running in the 10th position. Remember, getting into the wall on Sunday, coming out of turn number 2. Damage to that right side, and Harvick has rebounded and now running in the top 10. Only the 3rd stage win of 2020. It's been a disappointing season for Kyle Busch. Kyle Busch on the inside, Clint Boyer on the outside as they get ready for the restart and underway with the final stage. Big push from Matt DiBenedetto in the 21 on that 14. Is it enough as Kyle Busch on the inside still holding on to the lead?
The second lane has started to become the preferred lane in 3 and 4. Let's see if Clint can make it work. Good forward momentum off of turn 4. Who's Matty Deagle help push?
They stay door to door. Matt DiBenedetto stays behind that 14. A little bit higher into turn 1 for Clint Boyer. Momentum now has him going by on the outside.
Clint had confidence in that traction compound. Kyle Busch side draft and slowing the 14 down. Now Boyer's going to try to get to that right rear quarter panel. Can't do it. Matty Deagle trying to take advantage. Drive underneath both of them.
Here comes DiBenedetto.
Look at the storylines. Kyle Busch looking for his first win of the season. Clint Boyer trying to look for his final win of his career. Matt DiBenedetto going for his first career win. A lot to talk about in the top 3.
67 laps to go. Kyle Busch trying to stretch the fuel so he can match everybody else's fuel sequence. Adam Stevens told him when you have to flip the switch, you've got one more lap. Right when he passed pit road last time, he flipped the switch. So Kyle Busch was able to stretch it to 67 laps to go. He should be able to make it to the end here. It's going to be tight, but they can now run with everybody else. So Adam Stevens really coaching up Kyle that entire run, telling him to save fuel, telling him not to pass cars and do everything he could, even drafting off other cars to save all the fuel he could. It's going to be 4 Goodyear tires, and they are going to pack the 18 fuel with Sunoco fuel. Should be able to make it to the end. 66 to go, and everybody else will have to pit as well.
That's a big, bold should there, Marty. He just ran 68 laps, but 5 of those were under caution. 63 green, 68 under, 68 total, 5 were those were under caution. Now he has to run 66 laps. Man, I have him like right on the number, maybe a half a lap short. The question is, if he knows that earlier in the run, can he save fuel longer? Man, these last 65 are going to be a fuel management mode for Kyle Busch in the 18 car. Remember how the 19 lost the lead earlier? They ran out of gas and he flipped the switch. That's why they're talking about this. You know, you worry about that switch because if it hits it, you know you're 1 lap away from running out of gas. You come to pit road. The 18 car doesn't care about 3rd. They don't care about 5th. They're going to win the race. Flip the switch, and if this thing runs out of gas, so be it. But we're not going to lose this race by a simple stumble in the engine.
And that pickup, it's just in a different location, but it's where all the fuel will end up.
Yeah, it's just a box in a corner that has perhaps 1 lap more fuel inside of the fuel cell.
Truex got held up a little bit that lap, about 0.3 of a second. So that allows Kyle Busch even a little more opportunity to save some fuel.
I'm nervous. I mean, this is...
Get all the
6
dough you
laps.
can.
People ask me all the time, what do you miss about racing this? You see Adam Stevens? He is completely absorbed in this right here. Data,
1.0.
left and right. Giving him the information.
Clear high. Use it. Pull into 66. 4 now. 12 back. 5 to go here. 5. 7 here. Be second then.
Every time on the front stretch, I expect to hear something out of
Use
Adam
the 7.
Stevens.
Use them. All the way down the back here. Use the pull on them. And it'll be second. By 12.
That's your spotter information. Off turn 4, I expect to hear something out of Adam Stevens. Some more information.
That's Tony Hirschman, his spotter.
I don't know if you want to switch then. Gap's getting bigger, not smaller. 1.3. Lift to 2 and save a little.
There you go. Gap's getting bigger. You're faster than the 19. 1.3 seconds, 4 to go.
Kyle Busch, when we talked to him toward the end of the regular season, he said, yeah, making the playoffs, it's big, but not nearly as big as the win streak I have going. I have a win streak that I have invested 16 years of my career in.
You're in a 60. Save when you can.
I want to win. That's what I want to do more than anything. I want to be able to say I've won every year of my career. Now the gap, 1.2 seconds back to get into the championship for the 19. Martin Truex Jr. has to win, has to get by his teammate. 2 laps to go at Texas.
1.0, save it when you can.
Gap still asking for fuel savings. 2 laps to go. Under 3 miles now for the 18 of Kyle Busch.
It's all about fuel mileage, Steve. It's just all about fuel mileage. Manage your fuel. He cannot get there. He cannot get to you if you don't run out of fuel.
Remember Saturday in the Xfinity Series, it was a last lap
white
pass
flag.
for the win.
Use what you can. 10-13 to be
1
second.
lap to go. One more time around. Can Kyle Busch finally get off his winless streak? The last win Kyle Busch had was when he won the championship at the end of the year.
6. So good, 6.
Did he save enough fuel through 3 and 4 for the final time down to the bottom of the racetrack? He has done it. He saved enough fuel. Kyle Busch wins at Texas.
We'll give you a second. There it is. Kyle, I want to ask you about that last run, trying to balance fuel saving with Martin Truex Jr. coming at you. How did you do that?
I don't know. Just kept getting great leadership and mentoring from Adam and from Tony. And those guys just keep talking to me, keep reminding me about saving and being able to do what I could, trying to stay in the draft as much as I could on the straightaways. And, you know, it ran out coming right in here to do a burnout. So I had enough to get a little bit of a burnout. I don't know if I'll make it back, but I can't say enough about Adam Stevens and everybody at Joe Gibbs Racing. I appreciate all your hard work. Everybody at Toyota TRD. This Skittle zombie machine looks bad to the bone. It's really, really awesome. And I had to do a zombie remake here. This is what we've all looked like around here for the last 3 days, right?
Yeah.
Everybody just zombied into their phone. So I wasn't planning on that, but it kind of worked with this weekend, but more so in the times. This is going for auction. People can buy their tickets to win raffle, $18 a piece at bundleofjoyfun.org. or go to kylebusch.com.
Let me ask you, you've won a race for the last 15 seasons. You said it was a 16-year investment. If you didn't get one this year, you finally got it.
Yeah, we got it. And I was so nervous I was nervous a little bit like the whole last run, but I've been in this position so many times. It's like, the last 3 laps though, that's like winning a championship. That's how nervous it was. And I can't believe it, but so proud to just be here. My team guys, awesome pit stops. They're phenomenal. Appreciate M&M's, Interstate Batteries, Rowdy energy drink, and you know, we're ready to we're ready to fight next year. We'll be back.